Hello there, I'm Estefania Morantes and this is my reflective video for Studio One Folio 2. For my Folio 1, I explore the use of motion capture and gestures, discovering intuitive embodied interaction. For Folio 2, I focus on the process and the effect of externalizing our emotions using these inputs and how these reactions could be visualized through the flowers and the environment. My current inquiry is, how can we externalize the expression of our emotions through an interactive project using flowers as a symbolic representation? Every element reacts to the player's input, encouraging self-reflection. When interacting with the world, the lack of movement creates a still environment, but dancing or inviting friends can make it more vibrant. This section highlights community friendship and the effect that movement has on our mood. When interacting with others, players care for a friendly flower, directly influencing it through their actions, reflecting the impact of empathy. When interacting with yourself, players can express their emotions through choosing the petals' colors, leading to different visual and musical outputs, exploring their internal feelings. Some works that deeply inspired me to create this project are Chris Mills' TED Talk, How Virtual Reality Can Create the Ultimate Empathy Machine. This influenced how I approach interactions, mostly the powerful link between body, action, and emotion. It helped me see immersive interactivity as a tool for self-reflection where the message can be transmitted regardless of the environment. Chris Mills' The Treasury of Sanctuary also expanded my understanding of interactions. His use of full-body movement inspired me to explore embodied interaction through camera tracking and gestures, allowing players to affect the environment based on their physical inputs and actions. On the other hand, the Stanley Parable had a strong impact on the project's narrative and concept. It inspired me to treat each minigame as a part of a larger interactive journey, and gave me ideas on how to encourage introspection without the need of a fixed conclusion. Definitely changing from an animation to a fully interactive project early on was a major challenge. One of my biggest mistakes early on was thinking that I had to overcomplicate the logic, which distracted everyone from the theme of action, reaction, and how it can invite you to have self-reflection. However, this exercise also became an essential part of my learning opportunity for Touch Designer. Doing all this, I gained essential knowledge for the node-based workflow of the program, and I began to understand how I could troubleshoot and refine my interactions. Through consultations, tutorials, and my Cree group, I learned how to prioritize core gameplay, make sure the game is fun, it's intuitive, it's inviting people to play with it, and also how to streamline my workflow, make sure everything is technically as correct as possible in Touch Designer, how to translate my ideas to get it into the program, and how to make it work. The most successful aspect of this project has been its ability to capture and sustain players' attention. From the first activity, players are intuitively drawn into the experience. During group playtesting, I observed moments of organic engagement, for example, how some participants will decide to take turns and play the other interactions one by one, or how you can steal the control from the other player. This dynamic participation became an effective mechanic. And a detail that I'm really proud of is how I resolved the bounding boxes for the petals in the final interaction. Because at first, these bounding boxes were huge, basically taking the whole space of the PNGs, but then I decided to put multiple mini bounding boxes, basically following the shape of the petals. That was really fun and effective. My biggest lesson for this project is that no software or technical skill is out of reach if you can put enough practice and iteration. This process has really inspired me to continue exploring interactive media and the potential of tools like Touch Designer to bring complex concepts to life. Looking forward, I plan to develop this project into a VR or 360 experience, making these immersive aspects even more powerful. I also believe that in the porting process, I can also find a way to export it and distribute it more easily. Another idea is to keep adding more minigames and using different inputs and different controllers. For example, the pressure-sensitive touch for consent, blowing dandelions to make wishes, or navigating thorn bushes. Another idea could be a spin-off where you can have basically a floral Russian roulette, and every time you block a petal, something interesting will happen, something impacting. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed my project. Bye bye. So if I stay as still as possible, everything is gonna be like, nothing is gonna happen basically. But if I start to move, and I can interact with the flowers. So if I'm the only one, yeah, that is gonna happen, and I'm gonna keep playing that one forever. But if I invite one friend, and it detects that I have another friend. Now more petals should appear. Should. Yeah,
The blue and green.
the blue and green, and you are generating another track of music. And you can play with it.
Yeah.
And if we get more friends,
Wow.
now we have like a trumpet. And another friend because up to 4. Now you have orange. Yeah, you have orange and you have like a base.
It shows our feeling like if we are having fun, more petals or more this thing is coming.
Yeah, we can just dance with friends, like enjoy. Yeah, most of the filters doesn't like involve like more than 2 people, but yeah, like 4 of us are like enjoying the same video together. Yeah, that's great. That's what I felt.
And you feel like connected with
Yes.
each other. Yeah, good.
So what I felt is, if you're alone, you're having fun. Yes, some sort of fun will come, but you're playing the same track again and again, and you're not having diversity. Once you get diversity, you get more people. You get more diversity in your environment, and you get more feelings, and you also get more soundtracks. So you get more opinions out of other people.
Yeah,
as well.
really cool.
No,
Same
it weighs a lot for it to like overflow.
So the water is good.
Oh, he's drying up.
It's drying up. You should protect the flower. This is rain, and the flowers are with your hands. Wherever, however you feel, yes. Okay, now the other side. Yeah, you have to hold it a little bit for the stage.
Like the avatar.
What do you think? Like gestures. Like for example, this is like with
Yeah.
your hands. What do you think is
How do
called?
you cut?
Oh, cool.
Hey.
This is cool. You know,
Speechless and cut.
fine. And collecting this and
It's like in the other hand.
why it's like, oh come on, I want it like
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
and ding.
It greatly captures the gestures. I mean, and in the first activity, I feel like all the like part of the plant, whether it's overwatered or if it's like drying, the stages are shown pretty clearly. So
When I play this thing, yeah, it's like fun. I'm just like doing something.
Did you feel that the plant was better, was happier when it was watered?
yes, yes,
Something like that.
Yeah, taking out the bad things.
yeah,
the
which are not
past, like,
required.
yeah, we want to keep the fresh things and the good things,
Yeah.
like in like just like protecting something. Yeah, because the growing a flower is not a simple thing. Like it takes
Uh-huh,
a
yeah.
lot of time. So just protecting it something.
You are the flower.
I am the flower.
Yes.
Oh no.
You did it again.
Yes. I am floating. But now I'm gonna be gone.
You're speed running it.
I am gone. Made me feel like if I want to be dark, I can be dark. I want to be colorful, I can be colorful. It's my choice.
Is it allowing you to express yourself?
It is because I can choose what I want. I can be as goth as I want.
Do
I can
you
be
feel
as-
represented?
Yes, there is a large number of
Options.
options